You're watching Alabama's WVUA News at 6.
I'm Philip Coleman.
And I'm Lynn Brooks. Tonight on WVUA News at 6.
If you believe that you're a victim of a crime, then you need to have it reported. At the very least, it needs to be documented, even if you choose not to do anything criminally.
And how was the first official day on the job for the new Tuscaloosa City School Superintendent? We'll have details. But first tonight, it's another step toward the recovery of the community of Holt, thanks to a generous donation from the Nix Kids Foundation and Habitat for Humanity. The first of 13 houses was dedicated today.
WVUA's Daniel Sparkman spoke with the family to find out why this house is more than just a place to live.
The Dowling family rode out the April 27th tornado in their mobile home in Brookwood. Their house was destroyed, and for the past 4 months they've lived in a travel trailer. But now, with the help from the community and the Alabama and Kent State football teams, the Dowlings have a new place to live.
Nobody was out here trying to get their picture taken. They were really working hard to get things done. And, you know, we're finding them in the rafters and underneath the floor and everything. And they were just wonderful to work with, and they motivated so many people who we had out here.
I definitely want those guys to recognize how important it is to serve other people and the positive, self-gratification that you can get from being of service to other people.
Robert Dowling says it's that attitude around the community that is helping get so much accomplished in a short amount of time.
I wish I could have done a lot more, and there's still so much more to be done out there. That's what I want to reiterate. There's a lot left to be done, and it takes people just like you to get it done.
Not only did the Dowlings get a new home, but they also got a new peace of mind with the addition of this safe room in their new place.
If this happens to us again, my family has somewhere safe to go. I don't have to worry if I'm not there or if someone's not there, because we have somewhere safe to go.
The Dowlings are excited to start moving into their new home and continue helping their neighbors rebuild. In Holt, Daniel Sparkman, WVUA News.
Nix Kids and Habitat for Humanity are teaming up to build 13 houses by the end of the year.
Meanwhile, country music superstar Taylor Swift has made another donation to help with storm recovery. Swift donated $150,000 to Tuscaloosa City Schools. Public Relations Coordinator Leslie Brewington says Swift donated the money to help the 3 schools impacted by the April 27 tornado. But this is not the first time Swift has donated money to Tuscaloosa. She gave $250,000 to Nix Kids to help rebuild homes with Habitat for Humanity.
Lots of people say they can feel it in the air around Tuscaloosa. Bama fever, and the cure comes on Saturday. A live look now over Bryant-Denny Stadium at the University of Alabama from the WVUA Tower camera. There are only 2 days left till the official start of the Crimson Tide football season. The Tide will take on Kent State this Saturday. Mayor Walt Maddox says the city is ready for the thousands of fans. WVUA caught up with some fans who've already claimed their spots for the big weekend. They set up their RVs near the river in downtown Tuscaloosa. More than 130,000 fans are expected to pour into Tuscaloosa this weekend.
We've been parking with these guys probably about 10, 12 years, and we see them during football season, so they're kind of like our family. We even have some of their kids and grandchildren to babysit our kids and grandchildren, and it's just all a big happy family.
If you need information about where you can park your RV or other information about game day, just go to our website, WVUATV.com, click numbers and links, and look under the Sports tab. Also, don't forget about this. Join us this Saturday for Crimson Tide Kickoff presented by Alpha Insurance. The show starts at 8 a.m. and will feature previews of all the big SEC games. Join Gary Harris and John Huddleston for an in-depth preview only right here on WVUA TV.
On your crime watch, a parent's worst fear. A stranger using the internet to get to their child. Tuscaloosa police say they have arrested a West Alabama man for allegedly sending obscene pictures on Facebook. 33-year-old John Hammock is charged with transmitting obscene material to a child and electronic solicitation of a child. According to Sergeant Mike Chasson with the Tuscaloosa Police Department's Juvenile Division, Hammock used Facebook to find the Northport teenager, solicit her, and send her obscene pictures. According to Sergeant Chasson, Hammock had 20 different Facebook accounts. The sergeant says that's why it's very important for parents to be involved in what their children are exposed to on the internet.
No, they're not computer aware enough to be able to do the things that they probably need to do to check. And sometimes it goes unchecked, and unfortunately, you know, things can happen. You know, luckily in this case, you know, the parents obviously were on top of the issue and were able to you know, follow the appropriate steps to get it resolved.
And Hammock is in the Tuscaloosa County Jail on a $50,000 bond.
On your education watch, a new era for the Tuscaloosa City Schools. Today, a new leader stepped in as superintendent. Today was Dr. Paul McKendrick's very first full day on the job. McKendrick saying one of the things at the top of his agenda, visiting schools on a listening tour. He says he wants to hear from the community on how to improve classroom learning. McKendrick says one of the first challenges is helping families recover from the April tornado.
We also have not only the monies from Taylor Swift, we also have the other, I would say, general contributions that we got from other people. And so we need to develop some kind of way to help families so that a family can come forward and just say, I need this because we were affected by the storm.
The Tuscaloosa City School System is holding 3 public meetings, and this is your chance to share your thoughts on how to move these schools forward. The first meeting is set for Monday, September 12th at Paul W. Bryant High School, then Tuesday, September 13th at Central High, then Monday, September 19th at Northridge High School. All these meetings start at 6 p.m.